So I'll welcome everyone to our website developer bootcamp. The session is recorded and the posting will be available on YouTube or CNMTube when it's available. At least like maybe when I know how to upload there. Maybe it's already available. I'm not aware about this. So, and this session, this is the second session. Uh, okay, the third. And what, like you have access to website developer job description. It is basically description of our needs. It's whom we are looking for, and we're willing to hire anyone who will be able to develop websites. So there are many tons of materials everywhere on YouTube, how to whatever. But I don't know where to start, so I started with this bootcamp. So why I picked the name bootcamp? Because boot is literally in the American slang and like in the U.S. Marine slang, boot is for a recruit, new recruit, kind of someone new who is new. So technically, bootcamp is a training for new recruits. And since we want you to be a developer, that is why I'm offering you to help to develop this bootcamp together. So creating this bootcamp is training by itself. So I don't have any plan. I don't have any agenda. I plan to be here with you. If you have questions, we'll go over these questions and reply and go. Do you have questions for now? I assume that it's no question. So Kevin mentioned that he wants to go over um, he wants to go over the questions that he posted on our bootcamp page, right?
Yeah.
I replied to them, and so the last was, oh, first of all, I extended the question which Sonia asked. She said, what other programs, applications should a developer be able to work with? Again, I don't know. I don't have the answer. Um, I put just like two, like a couple of points. We can use content management systems other than WordPress. WordPress is kind of set by default because it's very popular on the market, hugely popular, and it's pretty intuitive. So if anything can be intuitive, so WordPress is kind of the top. Um, but and it will be kind of our primary instance will be on CNM page installed. We also will do some instances for you to play, so you will be able to kind of to create your own like website or practice or prototype. But for cnmcyber.com, the landing page, we may use something else because WordPress is good for admin side, but it is not like I would say a perfect solution on the user side. So I plan to use to look at Ghost or Graph. Ghost used Node.js. It's kind of both of them are lightweight. I'm not sure which one. Maybe we can try several. And for people who will be like website developers, our graduates, maybe it's a good idea to have their kind of feeling not on with one but several. Historically, we had like extensive training on Drupal, and I use on Drupal. I personally, I was kind of a Drupal admin. it's kind of more complicated than WordPress. I'm not sure that we want to go there. Possibly, probably no. Um, we also use right now Elementor Website Builder. It's a kind of a plugin to WordPress. It's a paid plugin. There is like a free version, but we purchased kind of a license. But recently, we purchased it like a while ago. But recently, WordPress Gutenberg kind of is growing very fast, and it's free. So it's maybe kind of to explore, maybe to use it to keep both. What are other tools? I have no clue. So like if there are many tools, like website consists of videos, images, anything else. Personally, I use Inkscape for images. For videos, I never used anything but I would say Camtasia, which I'm using right now for recording. But again, it's like it's what we need to develop. I also put like some tools section and their website developer wiki page, kind of job description. The question which Kevin asked, who is the website developer? I define as a someone who develops a website. So we have a website, and whomever develops a website is a website developer. Website developer, again, it's not web developer. Web developer is more like it's like a real occupation. People are hired and work in web developer role, and usually it's like they are coders, front end, back end, full stack, kind of something like that. But I've never heard about website developer. It's my invention. I created this. It's my again. We initially talked about training developers. I decided that the website is a part of training, and website developer sounds cooler and kind of better, greater. For me, it doesn't matter what you will be developing. For me, it's kind of more development experience is kind of the key. And I will say also, I needed to ask you this. If we had like high school kids, and I will tell them, oh, let's develop like cnmcyber.com website, they will be already started doing something. They will they will ask questions, but they will start doing something. Um, Again, website developer is not a real occupation. It's kind of a pre-entry level. It's not like a real. It's like a practice job. It's not like a real job. But skills should be applicable to many different industries and occupations, as I wrote. Because if I have like a website development in my resume, who will say bad, right? What employer? I cannot imagine any employer. It should be like someone crazy who are afraid of internet, the internet. I don't know. Um, who is a CNM site website developer and what roles? I expressed everything, my vision on their job description, this wiki page. And again, this page represents my vision, and no one tested it yet. No one worked as a website developer in our company. Um, no one ever tried. So it is kind of my like raw my experiment. Let's say in this way. What are the competencies a website developer required to have? I have no idea. I don't know. We just need cnmcyber.com and cnm page. I don't know anything else. Kind of, I failed. I have some ideas, but they might be wrong. I need a website. I don't know what competencies. Let's discuss. It was I asked. How can I help you? You kind of you didn't say anything, so I said like, what competencies do you want to have? I'm still staying on that. I don't know anything else to add or to deduct. Does it make sense?
You mentioned that we need a website, right?
We need what?
Um, we need a website. There's this page that I access,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. We need a website.
there.
We need like a website. We need to kind of someone. So right now it's on their. We are trying to use CNM Social for kind of the major web page for now, temporarily. If I put it there, welcome. What I will see here. Okay, are you ready to start? Create account. Oh, there is something. Wow, that's good. So at least something. How people work. CNM. Wow. Ooh, that's good. I like it. I like it a lot. So we have kind of this is kind of serve right now as a prototype for at least like a welcome. But we need like a normal website. People need to type like cnmcyber.com, and here right now like wiki shows up, but it should be like normal website. It should be cnm cyber on the top, and like we are glad you're here. How may, how may we help you, right? Because even like to recruit people, you go, let's say, Kevin, you will go to wherever you want to go, and you will say, "Oh, we invited people, right?" And they will say, "Oh, like where you invited me, does it have a website?" Or they will Google it, or Bing, or DuckDuckGo, DuckDuckGo, or whatever, and what they will see there, nothing, right? So we need the website. We need to kind of practice websites, and we need like a normal website. Yeah, we need the website. It's not good right now. Like you see this applet.net, create account at applet.net, then log into search cnmcyber.com. It shouldn't be that way. It should be like one link. Go there and they will take care of you, right? It is like a standard. This, like what you put, this create account, which is good that you put it there. But this is patches. It's kind of a quick, like bypasses, right? It's kind of a quick solutions, temporary solutions, until like a normal website will be available. Does it make sense? Oh, Rita posted something. Rita posted something. Other pages of example practice jobs page considered a website. Other pages, for example, practice jobs page. Do you mean like a wiki, Rita? Do you mean do you mean wiki pages? Wiki pages are like, let's say in this case. Okay, got it. The wiki engine which we use, that we use is for creation collaboration while creating, let's say in this way, collaborative development of documents. Um, the wiki engine that we use is for collaborative development of documents. So wiki pages can technically, literally, be considered as web pages, but they serve another purpose. I plan to use wiki pages um, as as uh, parts or elements of website prototypes. However, the wiki historically, or our wiki historically, didn't serve um, as a website substitute. Well, normally visitors are confused when they look for a website and get our wiki pages instead. So this is kind of the long answer to your short question. So wiki is collaboration. We use, let's say, I explained or I described like for to Kevin. We, for instance, we found kind of we collaborated when we created the Russian version for Ukraine of our courses, the first course, the second course. There were two of us who work on that, me and Vitaly. Vitaly was graduated successfully from our program in November, and he landed kind of a good job, and he's busy with that. So, um, so at that time, we found kind of we developed like a new methodology which worked pretty well. We use wiki to post like a normal HTML part, and then we just copy this HTML piece element part and pasted it into Moodle. So if you go to what I'm talking about, I will show. So if you are going to, like you usually right now use with the English version, but if we type here RU, it will be a Russian version, which was initially developed for Ukraine, because in Ukraine, many people spoke and speak Russian, and that was one of the kind of their issues which the Russian Federation decided to explore. So if I go there and go like to some course, I will translate to English. Yeah, so it will be kind of like some look like kind of normal. So like professional choice, right? It was the third course, and you click like on any, let's say, any communication network, right? No, communication network didn't exist. Sorry, we didn't finish that. Let's put something which was available. what are requirements. And you can see kind of this part like text, right? I even put like HTML. So this is wiki page, but this part is literally a part which is ready to be posted on the web page. And we use this part for our Moodle. Okay, anything else? Again, what my point is, if you are ready to start working, start working. Welcome. If you are not ready to start working and don't want to work as a website developers, thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for your time. If you want to work as a website developer and read my what I wrote right now to the point on their job description, and there is anything which you feel I can be helpful, let me know how I can be helpful. Okay, Kevin, I see.
Have you seen what I told?
What in what devs do? Can you explain in detail from the start of the project, discovering the wheels to website MVP? So what do you want me to explain? Kind of just like this, discovering the wheels? But I kind of
Yeah,
explain
can you
in
explain
it's
deeper and
plain English. Follow how to start recommendations. Explore existing
like in detail,
huh?
in more details and deeper explanations?
Show me any job description which will give kind of more detail than this one. Can you show me?
Like step by step. Let's go step by step.
Let's go. But
From
did you try? So
yeah,
let's say I want to be kind of there. I want to be a website developer. What I do, right? I kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
I follow how to start recommendations, right? So I click like here, how to start. So I'm interested in getting started as a dev. Okay, assumably yes. Follow step-by-step instruction as follows. Until the first quarter lessons. Ooh, it will be not the first quarter lessons. Right now we called it until website developer bootcamp. I decided to call it a separate name until is fully developed. Briefly review the following wiki pages. This very wiki page, since it describes your website development practice specifically, same name practice job, since this job describes your practice generally. Do you want to go there or no, Kevin? On practice job?
Yeah. No, no, not really. Let's just
No.
proceed.
Okay. So it's like it's basically on practice job. It's like general description what the practice jobs are, and it will be like 4 practice jobs for now. Maybe we will change, but website developer is kind of the first one. Why did I pick website development? Because when I work with high school students, website development was the easiest field to penetrate because assumably you know what the website is, you use the websites, you kind of you know what it is, and when since you know what it is, because it's difficult. Let's say if we ask like high school kids, oh, are you willing to develop like the engine for like a Mars mission, right? Like, they will say, "Oh, what the engine is, right? How does this work?" And we don't know. It's like too far. But the website is literally it's not that that difficult. So website project page. I describe what kind of basically what I envisioned, what type of website projects the website developer will work on. So I already kind of been to this page. It's not like basically this is kind of describes what the project can be and what should be kind of expected as a deliverable of this project. Because the website needs like a content, right? No content, no website. uh,
Can we review one deliverable as an example from this page?
but on the website developer, there is special like section of deliverables. So here, like what devs produce, basically we are looking for two types of deliverables. One type is internal documents because documentation is hugely important. And documents basically it's like literally means wiki pages. Wiki pages including like the prototypes, um, any agreements, any requirements, anything which related to the production of the website. And another part which will go directly to the website. So I call it website deliverables. And website deliverables are literally public content, right? So it's kind of any content which public will see. It's like audio visuals, graphics, texts, and it doesn't mean the website developer needs to be like a graphic designer. No, but the website developer needs to be able to create requirements for a graphic designer. So a graphic designer will be able to deliver because I'm referring to this question again and kind of to this example again and again because you know and I know about this, right? Do you remember when I asked you kind of, oh, we need like a like image, right? And you say, oh, I have a designer kind of to match, and I say, yeah, let's go with this. And your designer created something, but and it was look and it was good, but I failed to create requirements because we needed something web friendly. We needed SVG format. SVG stands for scalable vector graphic, right? SVG. And your designer, who was a good designer, but he didn't do SVG, right? He did like PNG. And to move from PNG to SVG is impossible. Literally impossible. You need to redo. So like whatever work he did was incorrect. So website developer at least like needs to formulate what he needs, right? And so public contents is kind of the most complicated part. I would say it's most kind of more not complicated, the most time consuming parts because it's literally it's like this is the biggest kind of the biggest time investment. SEO basically it's like any efforts, I call it efforts for now, to build search engine optimization. There are special like part where you can put like a keywords, but websites or engine search engine they don't use it. Usually they kind of may look at this, but they don't use it for ranking. They use how how often like keywords emerge in the wiki page, what links, what the quality of the links, and so on and so forth. I haven't worked with SEO for 10 years, so maybe they kind of change, but the basics are the same. Then we need like a system-based websites. And when I say system, I mean content management system. So it should be some like WordPress instance as a prototype or minimum viable product, or maybe a marketable. Eventually, it should be a marketable kind of a product which is ready to be offered on the market. What other deliverables? Designs, right? Because again, we need design. So like for instance, this page is cool, right? It looks like all the content, but it lacks a design. It took just basic. We use UE for this UE framework for to develop this software. Not we, but kind of their developers of the software use UE, the same as Applet is using. So, um, but this is kind of it lacks design, right? It doesn't look like a web page. It is a web page, but it doesn't look like kind of I would say professional or good looking like web page. And it doesn't have the menu. I cannot click about us. It kind of it's somewhere the menu on the right, but this is space menu. So what else? We and WWW records, not only records, probably also kind of a hosting like decisions. I will kind of name, but maybe WWW like I will use another word instead of records. It's basically how the website can be located, where it's located, and how it can be found. This is deliverables. It is kind of what we are looking for. Everything described on this like website developer page. I can go over this page. So since you are missing parts, um, like initially I described position. So the main kind of purpose or the main idea behind the choice of practice is that we will not kind of give developers say, "Oh, do this, do this." No, developers needs to kind of to make their decisions. Why did I decide to do this? In normal job, when people start working, when let's say I believe like Rita started working, if she worked or you started working, usually you are coming to the workplace and there is a manager and you are assigned to this manager and this manager says, "Oh, do this, do this, do this, do this," and you start doing and you do for 10 years and you forget how to get started, right? So not every kind of every workplace is different, but if you go to software development like agile or IT, especially agile, um, they don't do this. They kind of they give this is our like requirements. What you want, like pick what you want to do. So I decided to pick this model just to introduce something different, right? Like more kind of a creative environment. But also I put that developers can work on their own projects. If you want to work on your own website, go for it. I will probably I will not be able to finance it, but literally you can do this, and several people did. Several people did. I can find it. Yeah, I can find on LinkedIn kind of several people who literally work on their websites and they landed a good jobs, and they put kind of as a reference and they put like a good job. How to start? It's kind of what we are going there as questions. study wiki pages. There are some learning curve with the wiki, which needs to be addressed separately. How to edit wiki, where to start. I put several lectures right now. We may kind of start with them. But our wiki are not available at the moment. Hopefully Kevin will help us to recruit right people. Kevin and Natalia. If you are willing to be paid, understand why the cyber project is undertaken and what value is expected from the dev. Again, we are not like, if you want to get, it's literally what I said, right? If you want to be, to kind of, to be paid, you want to be like, be paid on your job, you need at least to understand why I'm willing to kind of to what I'm willing to exchange money for, right? What kind of, so you are here not to listen. So listening is good, but I literally I cannot pay for listening only, right? So I expect from you something like questions or real pieces or deliverables or the website eventually. Eventually, the kind of the best part is the website. So you can do like many different things, but again, like we need our own practice or kind of concerns. What like why we what funds we want to oh how we want to use the funds, right? If you cannot understand what your objectives are, wait for 2-3 months. Maybe we'll develop something else. If you are ready, go to the website project wiki page, click here, and pick any project. So here are on the top are projects. Pick any project which you want to work. And it is literally audio visuals, or you want to work on images, or you want to work on multimedia, or you want to work on texts, SMAS, CMS, sorry, SEO, WW records, web page designs, whatever. There are many like projects. Pick any. If you are ready to pick any, go for it, right? When you pick your project, attend CNM Cyber Week and type here, literally here. Pick whatever kind of will be our next meeting. Kevin didn't create this page yet, right? Yeah, kind of on this page, just typed. And it's like coordinator reports type. I want to work on that project. I pick that project. I I expect to deliver kind of this content or requirements for this picture or anything else, right? And then I would love to, I call myself, put like myself as a kind of CNM customer. I may change it to kind of sponsor or the team or the board or whatever. But for now, basically me. Um, I need either approve or give a feedback. If you are looking for like develop or like financing, like my approval, my authorization, which my authorization literally means that say, if you want to do this job, I agree to pay for it, right? This is kind of this is their kind of the straightforward definition. Then I put what occupations kind of this website developer may touch. Could be something in architecture and design, content creation, technology development, web search marketing. I put this like job descriptions usually I found in most cases, not in all cases, but in most cases. I'm looking on at online.org. Kind of this is my primary resource for occupations. It is where I picked kind of their, let's say, human factors engineers and economists. I click here. This is the job description. Someone is coming to us? No, sorry. These are the job descriptions, tasks, and so on and so forth. Why I put this section here? Because I literally mean that if you like it, and if you pick your kind of the goal of practice job is for you to discover like professions, different professions. But if you feel like you like content creation, we can go to producers and directors and like it's on the next stage. We can pick this occupation for you and develop on that occupation. And by the way, if you want to be a web developer, hooray! Oh, hurrah! The Marines say hurrah, and kind of normal the army say in America, hooray, right? So whatever whatever branch you belong to, like go for it, right? This page tools, it's what Sonia basically asked about, and I put like some what I already wrote there. And we already went to produce, but we're about like at the end of the time, right? Because it's like 1:55. I don't know whether it's helpful, not helpful. Where you? Oh, they send me kind of the day, kind of it's about to end. So we're done for today. Or what the developer do can explain detail, discovering Will's website developer. Okay, I try my best. It's kind of Kevin. It will be faster if you ask, and kind of and we'll go directly to this place. But to read everything, I can read. I don't mind, but I don't know if it's helpful, not helpful, better helpful. You better understand. You are getting there. I don't know. Let me know. Give me a feedback, public feedback or private feedback or any feedback. And if you have no questions because they are about to kick us out, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, the same time, the same place. Hope I don't know whether I can keep kind of this link or not. If I can keep, we'll be on the same link.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, this is my link.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I will change kind of on the meetup. I didn't know that. Okay, so let's like 1 second and we're about to end. Was it helpful, Kevin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it was very much. Yes, it was. But I had a query uh, about you had said that someone you're supposed to have the fundamentals of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript so that you can become a web developer.
Yeah.
Yes, I was wondering. Yes, I was wondering. Can you just focus on one, or it's supposed to be a combination of all?
We
Like, can you just pick?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure
if
that
you
I
become
kind of.
proficient
I'm not
enough.
sure that I understand your question. So let's say we, like,
Oh,
this is the pre-job. It's not a real job. It's kind of it's a practice. Based on this practice, if you like, kind of, if you want to be a web developer, like web developer. So for instance, one of our team, one members of our team, right now, I don't want to kind of to say whom exactly, but one member of our team is right now is kind of in training for web developers, right? So, and I believe like when she's ready to start programming, like we will be a good place to continue, right? So in our training, like JavaScript and Node.js or HTML or PHP will be just briefly, very briefly, just for you, whatever basically their kind of coordinator or kind of developer needs to know about it in order to hire right people. But I didn't get your question. I don't know whether I answered it or not. So this is kind of this is a practice. This is practice. We're not. You are not going to be like a HTML like coder at the end of this kind of particular practice. But if you want to explore it, it will be a good kind of complement to it. Did you mean this or no, Gracie?
yes, yes, that is what I wanted to understand. Thank you for the clarification.
No, no, no. Okay, talk to you tomorrow, okay? Because right now they are about to kick me out. And any like feedback, send me through any channel. Thank you. Bye bye.